Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. My name is Stevens, and today is Let's Talk Real Estate. We have the privilege to be able to talk to Brandon Parenti, who's a mortgage loan officer. So with him today, we'll be discussing about first-time home buyers, what are the steps they need to take, what are the best steps for them, and what they should know before they embark in this journey. So stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Brandon Parenti. I'm a senior loan officer with Best Way Mortgage. I've been in the mortgage industry for almost 10 years now, and today I want to go over the home buying process.
So basically, what are the first steps you think a home buyer should do before they start looking for a house?
Absolutely. So the first step is really easy. We would just need to get a pre-approval in place. A pre-approval or pre-qualification is completed with a quick questionnaire from me and my team. There we're going to gather all of your income, asset, and credit information. Once we review all of that information, we will also run your file through automated underwriting. Once we have all of that information, we could then issue a pre-approval letter. That's not only going to have the borrower's information on it, but it's also going to list what type of program they're going with, the percentage that they're going to be putting down, and how much they're qualified for.
Now, there are some people that are worried about their credit. So how can their credit impact the mortgage process?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we pull a mortgage application, we have to pull a tri-merge credit report to issue a pre-approval letter. In doing so, if they have really good credit, it shouldn't affect their score at all. If they have marginal credit, it can take a couple of points from their score, but they get those points back within a 90-day window.
Okay. In that margin, like how low can it go? Like
it shouldn't negatively affect it more than a couple of points.
oh, okay. Let's say three tips you would give a first-time home buyer in that sense.
So the first step in the first tip is really simple. Again, just getting pre-approved. And then from there, I'm going to go over like the do's and the don'ts. So once you are pre-approved, don't move any money around. Don't finance anything. Don't do anything that can risk that pre-approval from.
Don't finance such as like buying a car.
Exactly. And if you do have to do any of those things, definitely consult me as the loan officer so I can let you know what you can or can't do and what would or wouldn't jeopardize your pre-approval.
And how is like the misuse of credit cards impact the credit score in that sense?
Yeah, so once we pull the credit, if they were to, run up a credit card or something, we don't have to re-pull their credit if they found a house in under a 90-day window. So it shouldn't negatively affect the pre-approval.
And so basically, the credit score is the first step that somebody has to get in shape.
Yes, yeah, credit is everything when it comes to mortgage. Whether you have a very large down payment or you have a very high income, if you don't have the credit to support that, you're not able to get a loan. For FHA right now, we're going down to a 580 credit score. Conventional financing, you typically need to have at least a 640 credit score. But back to when we were doing that pre-approval, we do have to run that file through automated underwriting. So even if somebody had a 640 credit score and we're trying to go conventional, if they don't have other compensating factors, so things like money in the bank, or if they have a higher debt to income ratio, they might not be approved.
So and with an FHA, basically, what's the lowest amount they can put down?
So on an FHA loan, you're able to go in with 3.5% down, and that's on a single family property all the way up to a 4-unit multifamily property.
So for people that are doing conventional, they don't have to worry, right?
Exactly. Yeah, conventional financing, there is a first-time homebuyer program, which is 3% down. That is income-based, so depending on what zip code they're looking in, I have to run that file through to see what they would qualify for if they are eligible for that 3% down. Other than that, you have your standard 5% down conventional financing.
Perfect. And in that sense, there sometimes, like the first thing some people do, they just jumping in to start looking for houses, like by contacting a realtor.
Exactly.
What would you tell them in that sense?
First step is easy, get pre-approved. And the reason why is you really don't want to, go to a house on a Saturday, fall absolutely in love with it, just to have a conversation with a lender where you find out you, one, aren't qualified for that house, or two, need to work on some things in order to qualify for that house.
All right, then thank you very much. And if the people wanted to reach out to you, what's the best way for them to reach out?
Yeah, absolutely. You could contact me directly on my cell. I work 7 days a week, 24/7 basically, and my best contact is 704-7061.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.